Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about DeGroote School of Business at McMaster, aka the business program at McMaster University. If you're interested in this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. As always, it would really help support the channel. And with that said, we're going to do our usual thing. We're going to go through the academics of the program, we're going to go through how to get into the program and the admission process, and then the after admission process, talking about the student life, the culture, and then last thing, talking about the funding. What kind of fundings and scholarships are available to you? How can you fund your education at McMaster? Without further ado, let's jump straight into academics. What is this program? What's so great about it? What are the career opportunities? So, McMaster University is ranked 4th in Canada, and it's ranked 80th in the world, and it's also ranked 9th out of the top 20 ranking Canadian schools for business. So this is definitely a credible school with a lot of high rankings, but also they have a lot of practical co-op programs and internship opportunities for you. They've partnered with some of the best companies around Canada, such as CIBC, KPMG, Microsoft, PepsiCo, to bring those internship opportunities through co-ops to the DeGroote School of Business undergraduate students. Outside of academics and internships, there are also exchanges that you can do at McMaster. So there's kind of like 4 areas you can either go into a semester / year-long exchange. So this is just literally in the name, you go for a semester or a year at a different school in a different place, or you can do a summer exchange where you spend 2 weeks or 2 months over the summer studying abroad, or you can do a research exchange, which contributes to either a research project abroad with a host supervisor overseas. The last thing is a virtual exchange. You can take part of an online course or like a virtual research stay. On to first year courses. So what does this course load look like for first year business students at McMaster? And it goes a little bit like this. I'll put this on the screen right now, but just follow along as I go through it. So one, these are the required courses. You take DeGroote Student Experience and Development. You take Intro to Financial Accounting, OB, aka Organizational Behaviors, Business Environment and Organization, Intro to Marketing, and of course your 2 economics, micro and macro, one of my favorite 2 subjects so far, and then you take applied calculus as well. Awesome. So now that we've done kind of like what is this program, what's in it for you, what are the courses that you really learn, let's talk about how to get in. So the admission requirements for high school is that they require you to complete obviously your high school diploma and 6 grade 12 approved academic courses, including a few of the following. So you need an English 12 from your high school, and you need 2 maths. So it's a little bit varied depending on the province you're in or where you're from, but let's just say you're from British Columbia, you have to take pre-calculus and also calculus, and if you're in Ontario or other places, you have to take advanced functions and also calculus. So the moral of the story is take the kind of like grade 12 normal level math, and then also you have to take calculus. In addition to this, there's also a supplemental application you can apply to, and we strongly recommend applying to the supplemental application because you're also automatically eligible for a $5,000 entrance scholarship that they use that application to judge you on. So what do they really look for in a supplemental application? And it comes with 3 pieces of criteria. So one is leadership. So what kind of leadership roles have you kind of taken on? What type of leader are you? What have you like learned about leading from a team, and how would you kind of like build that cohesion in a team whose members kind of disagree? So those are all questions and things that they want to see in your supplemental application. The second thing is resilience. So like how have you dealt with kind of failure in the past, and how do you bounce back, right? How do you stay positive in difficult situations, and how do you stay engaged while working on like an extended project? Last criteria is motivation. So what motivates you to really go above and beyond the regular person? How do you stay motivated, and how do you motivate others on your team? So those are all aspects part of the supplemental application that they look out for. So you should definitely be targeting and writing your story around that. Moving on to some admission statistics. So the admission average is around an 80 to 90%. Usually this kind of trickles a little bit higher to the higher 80s. But I just generally like to say that like if you have a 90+ average, you're quite safe when it comes to applying. and then the acceptance rate is a 67%. In terms of residences, McMaster offers a lot of different styles. So some of these styles include a double room with a connected washroom in the middle, a super single room with also a four-person single room suite. There are 4 to 6 people apartments. There's a double room, single rooms, washroom links, single room with single washroom or linked washrooms. So there's definitely a lot of different types of configurations. I recommend just kind of going on to the McMaster website and seeing the pictures for yourself. Generally, you get a little bit better of an idea, but the moral of the story is that there are a lot of different configurations. So looking at meal plan. Meal plan is mandatory if you're living in residence, and there is a 3 kind of like different levels of meal plan. So there's the minimum meal plan, there's a light meal plan, there's the regular meal plan, and also the varsity meal plan, which ranges from $3,170 to $3,770, and this just kind of really depends on how much you eat as a person. Now let's talk a little bit about the social life scene at McMaster. Okay, this is a very active campus. I will agree. Super fun orientation during O week. A lot of super nice concerts, different activities, and it's really fun to get first years really involved onto that campus. And generally, it's quite active. There's a lot of recruiting events, culture events, and also just like clubs that you can join. But with that said, there are a few libraries I want to kind of let you know. One is the Mills Library, the Thode Library, and the House Sci Library. The Mills Library is super nice. It's open from like 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Same with the Thode, I believe. Those are the 2 main libraries that students study for or look for resources at. So definitely recommend checking those out and using those as study spot resources. In terms of clubs, there are over 300 clubs at McMaster. There are ones for finance, there are ones for consulting, ones for product management, even tech. So definitely get involved, get your experience out there. Just kind of play around and get to see what you like, what you don't like, and you can potentially find many mentors or friends similar to you. Okay, moving on to the final subject about funding. So the program cost for domestic students is $9,354, and then for international students for the first year, it's $38,167. Generally, for the 4 years, they are quite similar in terms of tuition. I do believe that the international tuition drops about 1,000 or 2 as the year goes on. Let's talk about scholarships. McMaster has a ton for students. I hinted at a little bit earlier where if you do the supplemental application, you're automatically applied to the entrance scholarship worth $5,000. But also like the awards of excellence. So if you're in the top 10% of admissions in your faculty, you're automatically eligible for $3,000. There's also plenty of faculty-based scholarship. Those are application-based, but the automatic ones for business is that if you're generally around a 90 plus, you would get a $1,000 scholarship, and then similar to that, if you're in the top 10% of that incoming class, you get $3,000. So for financial aid, I want to outline 2 resources that are available for you. So one is OSAP, which is Ontario Student Assistance Program, which combines kind of grants and also student loans that are interest-free while you're studying, and just depends on your family background. And you're also, if you're Indigenous, Black, or Youth in Extended Society Care, make sure you apply to those OSAP. They would have a lot more bursaries available for you. And also, if PSSSP is called the Post-Secondary Student Support Program, it's also available resource for you to apply and get some financial aid. Thank you for watching today's video on McMaster Business. If you enjoyed it or found it useful, make sure you like and subscribe. Share it with a friend if you also think that they're also interested. Make sure you check the link down in the description below. It's literally a free 3-minute quiz to see if you're eligible for any of GrantMe support in terms of admission process and also scholarship matching and helping you write essays. So check that out. It's literally free and it takes 3 minutes, super quick. Without further ado, thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.